Yeah. Yesterday I was talking about what, guys? Forms, data binding, guys. Data binding from the form pages, right? Tell me, what is my data binding, guys? It's a process of writing form data to. It's a process of writing form data to model class object. Okay. Tell me, what is the annotation I should use for the parameter of handler method to tell to dispatcher servlet create model class object and read and write the form data to that model class object. Read and write that model class object to form. Read and write that form data to model class object. Are you understanding my statement, guys? At the rate model attribute annotation, right? At the rate model attribute annotation. Okay. According to yesterday's discussion, my dear, according to yesterday's discussion, what is there? Whenever we are dealing with data binding, there are two things to do. Form launching phase, form submission phase. In form launching phase, what happens? You will get more request, and the handler method should receive that request, should return logical view name pointing to form page bus. Okay, form submission phase. When you click on form submit button, okay, the form data will be collected having post mode request. That data should go and bind into model class object, and handler method should be called having model class object as the argument value. Okay, guys. Now tell me, this form data binding can be done in two ways now, boss. This form data binding can be done in two ways. One is one-way binding. When form is submitted, the form data will go and store into model class object. That is data binding operation one way was. That is data binding operation one way. Here is my two-way binding boss. When form is launched, the model class object default values will display as what? Form component initial values. When form is submitted, when the form is submitted, the form data will be written to model class object. The form data will be written to model class object. Everyone understanding? Okay, what is my requirement today? Okay, I just want to example application, guys. Say this. File open. Second, this. Yeah. Today our requirement is this, Rabbi. First, welcome.jsp should come as a home page. Welcome.jsp should come as a home page. Super, guys. Here you should have a form launching page. Form launching page, guys. Customer name, customer number, customer name, customer address. Here is my submit button. Here is my submit button. Welcome.jsp home page, guys. Welcome.jsp home page. Here what? Customer registration. Customer registration. When you click on it, here is my number. Here is my name. Here is my address. Here is my address. Here is my bill amount. Here is my bill amount. When you click on it, request comes to this. When you click on it, request comes to this guys. Here is my form page. Tell me, when you click on the form submission, guys, I should get the result page. Show underscore result dot JS. Here is my show underscore result dot JS. This is my result page. This is my result page. This is literally my result. Show underscore result dot JS. Here, the submitted form data is the submitted form data is 1001. Name Rajesh. Address Hyderabad. Bill amount 70. Bill amount 70. Tell me. 1001 Rajesh. Hyderabad 70 points. Here is my home ID. Here is my home ID. Understood my statement? This is the application I would like to develop. Create Maven project as web application. Change Java version. Enable the directories from order and export tab. From order and export tab. Add the following dependencies in pom.xml. Servlet API and Spring Web MVs. Servlet API and Spring Web MVs. Both are ready now, boss? Servlet API and Spring Web MVs. Servlet API and Spring Web MVs. Shall we go for it now? Yes, boss. Tell me here what is there. New Maven project. New Maven project. Maven hyphen archetype hyphen web app. Say next. Okay, using Gradle also you can. Okay. Okay, tell me here what is there. Artifact ID. MVC pros 0. MVC pros 03. Okay. Data binding. HTML tags. I'm using traditional HTML tags. com.nt.control. Okay, no, yeah, you have to take exactly that. Other archetypes are having exactly this only. Nothing extra, nothing less. Same archetype we have. Here is my pom.xml, guys. Here is my pom.xml 1.7, 1.7. mvnrepository.com. mvnrepository.com. First of all, let me First of all, let me perform even update process. Here is my pom.xml, guys. Dependency, guys. Tell me. Next one, next one. Spring context support, not that. Spring Web MVC. Spring Web MVC, right. 6.0.8. Done. Say paste. 6.0.8. 6.0.8 Spring Web MVC. After this, what is the next thing you have to use, guys? Servlet API, boss. Servlet API. 4.0.1, guys. Copy these guys. Next, I am going to use Lambda API, guys. I think other day I have given procedure to deal with the Lambda API. And I'm going to take model class now. That's it. Project to Lambda, guys. 1.0.8. Yes, boss. Lambda. Yeah, we are ready with the job. Okay. Next, what we have to do, guys? Leave an update process. Yeah, perform order and export operation now, boss. Order and export operation. Apply and close. Yeah. New package. com.nt. Guys, give me 2 minutes time. I'm getting. Yeah. com.nt.controller, guys. That's the one. New package, guys. com.nt.model. Yeah, everyone. Array, that is the work style of archetype, guys. By default, archetype is not giving those packages. When problems are there, we try to sort out the problems, no boss. Com.nt.model, guys. That is done. Okay. After that, what next? Configure dispatcher servlet in web.xml file. For that, also I have given shortcut to you people now, boss. WebINF, here is my web.xml. WebINF, here is my web.xml. Tell me. Control space. Yes, guys. Here is my dispatchers. Here is my dispatchers. In this place, what we are having? Dispatchers. Dispatcher. Class name is dispatcher servlet. Load on startup 1. Okay. Dispatcher. Here is my URL pattern slash. URL pattern slash. Yes. Yes. Okay. This option is not coming. Okay. That option comes when you have a proper STS plugin installation. You have no need of index branches. Generally, we keep everything in web app. We keep JSPs in pages folder na folder pages. Right. First, our target is launching the home page. Launching the home page having icon. Request. Dispatcher servlet traps and takes it. Handovers the request to handler map. Tell me, do I need to configure handler mapping component separately? Dispatcher -servlet.xml. Say next. Beans context. Say next to save. Say next to save. Right? Enable the component to scan. Enable the component to scan. Context to component to scan. Base package is equal to com dot. Okay, now tell me. Handovers to handler mapping. Handler mapping looks for the handler method in controller class that is mapped with slash. That is mapped with slash class. That is mapped with slash. That is mapped with slash. That is mapped with slash, guys. Tell me what is the story, guys? What is the story here? The story here is customer operations control. Customer operations controller, boss. Customer operations controller. Copy this, paste it. Here is my word. @controller. Okay. Public string. Show home page. Show home page. Return LVL. Return welcome. Supernavas @request mapping. Get mappings. Okay, now listen, I said na. For request mapping get mode, get mapping is the alternate annotation. For request mapping post mode, @post mode making is the alternate annotation. So this logical view name goes to whom, guys? Dispatcher servlet. Dispatcher servlet gives to whom, guys? View resolver. Tell me, are you going to forget the flow, guys? Now it is there in your brain. Are you going to remember flow of execution separately? View resolver configuration. View resolver configuration. Okay, if I don't give bean ID, it will continue the default bean. Bean class, internal resource view resolver. Property prefix. Value is equal to /webinf/pages/ property suffix is equal to value is equal to .js. Value is equal to .js. Suparna boss. Property prefix, property suffix. Property prefix here, property suffix. Done. Convinced boss. Got the clarity boss. Come on. Customer operations controller. Customer operations controller. This gives view object. That view object goes to dispatcher servlet. Dispatcher servlet communicates to the physical view component. Where is that? Pages folder. Welcome.js. Welcome.js. Tell me in welcome.jsp what we are going to do. @page language Java. All these are not required. Is EL ignored is equal to @page is EL ignored is equal to false. Is EL ignored is equal to false. This is done. This is done. This is done. Is error page is equal to false. I think error page is not required. We need to take is EL ignored. Ignored. Tell me, guys. H1 style, color colon red, text hyphen align center, text hyphen align center, href, tell me, register custom. Register custom. Here again I will take H1 guys. H1 style guys. Color colon red guys. Text hyphen align center guys. Okay, now tell me. Is that welcome.jsp. This is my home. Welcome.jsp. This is my home. You guys got the point, my dear? Welcome.jsp. This is the register custom. This is my register custom. Here is my welcome.js. Cool. Here is my pages folder. Here is my welcome.js. Register custom. Tell me, form. I think this will launch the form page, right? This will launch the home page. This is happily launching the home page. MVC guys, finish. The relative paths are good now, boss. Ranjit Kumar. I think you have not studied servlet properly. Relative paths are always good, right? WebINF slash dispatcher servlet hyphen servlet dot XML. I think this is placed in wrong place, guys. In WebINF folder, I have to place it. Because in absolute path, you port number, host names will be hard coded. Tomorrow, if you port number, host number will be hard coded, right? Okay. So what happened? Tomorrow, if I move the application from one server to another server, what happens? Again, all port number, host name will be changed. If I write the relative path, guys, what happens? No port number, no host name, only request path. So that will be same for all server, any machine. In any machine, in all server, that will remain same. Come on, these are the basics. I think you studied all these things in servlet classes. We don't write absolute path. Absolute path kills the vada behavior of the application. Write once, deploy anywhere behavior of the application. If you want to see your application as vada, write once, deploy anywhere. It should be taken as what, guys? It must be taken without absolute path. You should always use relative. Yeah. When you click on hyperlink, form page should be launched. When I click on hyperlink, form page should be launched. This is my requirement. So let me make you people click on this hyperlink. Who traps and takes the request? Dispatcher servlet. Handovers to handler mapping. That is already there. Handler mapping looks for a handler method whose request path is /register. Whose request path is /register, right? Yeah, this should return logical view name representing. It should represent logical view name representing the form launching. Public string show customer home page. Customer form page, guys. What page? Customer form page. Super, guys. @get mapping /register. @get mapping /register. Return logical view name LVN. Return customer underscore form. Return customer underscore form, guys. Yeah. This logical view name goes to dispatcher servlet. Dispatcher servlet gives to view resolver. View resolver gives view object having physical view component name and location. What it looks for, guys? /webinf /pages /customer underscore form.jsp. Customer underscore form.jsp, right? Yeah, now I have to develop that one now, boss. Customer underscore form.jsp. Is EL ignored? Is EL ignored is equal to false. Is EL ignored is equal to falseness. Okay, let it be those. Now I want to use customer registration page. Color colon blue. Next hyphen align center. What is there? Customer registration page. Customer registration page, guys. What page, guys? Customer registration page. Customer registration page. Form action register. Method is equal to post. Method is equal to post. Form action register method is equal to post. So, table border is equal to 1. Are form page na boss? Right. PR opening and closing. PD PR opening and closing PD. Customer number. Customer name. Sorry, here number na. First of all, we have to develop one model class na boss. Because model class property names and this one should match. Okay, let me develop the model class, guys. Customer is the Java. Tell me. Private integer CN. Private string C name. Private string C address. Private double bill. Private double bill. Private double bill. Here is my address. @data. Customer.java. @data customer.java. Tell me, input type is equal to text. Name is equal to CL. Next name is equal to CL. Next was customer name. Input type is equal to text. Name is equal to C. Next, customer name. Customer address. Input type is equal to this CADDRS. Customer bill amount. Customer bill amount. What is this bill amount? PR opening and closing, guys. PD, guys. Here, what is there, guys? Input type is equal to submit. What is equal to submit, guys? Input type is equal to submit. Value is equal to register. Input type is equal to submit. Value is equal to register. Table border 1. Here is my number. Here is my name. Here is my address. Here is my bill amount. Here is my register. Cool. Convinced, guys? Now listen, when you click on submit button, having form data, request goes to this request. Who traps and takes the request? Dispatcher. Hand over the request to whom? Handler map. Handler mapping. Handler mapping identifies the handler method whose request path is register and ready to can handle post mode request. Post mode request. Now, what is this? String, guys. Process customer form submission. Or any name you can take. Process customer form submission. Okay, there are two things, boss. Number one, @post mapping, see, slash register. Sir, can two handler method can have same request path? Yes. Mode is different, now possible. Since the mode is different, it's possible. Since the mode is different, it's possible. Since the mode is different, it's definitely possible. But listen carefully. Okay, now listen, guys. Dispatchers are let should call this empty method or with model class object. Model class object. But how to tell to dispatchers are let? Okay, you should take the model class, you should create model class object, and you should write form data into it. You should write form data into it. So by keeping some special thing in the method signature or not? What is that? @model attribute cust. @model attribute cust, guys. Customer cust. @model attribute cust, guys. Customer cust. @model attribute cust, customer cust. @post mapping slash register na boss. @post mapping class slash register. Tell me. Next one is what, guys? Here is my map, guys. Map. String comma object map, boss. String comma object map. String comma object map. Super. Register. Here is cust map. This is to keep the result data, boss. This is to keep the result data. This is by seeing this parameter, what it will do. Dispatcher servlet takes this class as model class, create object of it, and writes form data to it. Okay, by seeing this one, it creates shared memory. Okay, that shared memory is now pointed by map. This model class object is pointed by this, right? Okay. Write business logic. Something right. Write business logic here. Okay, small logic, na, that's why I'm writing here itself. If it is big logic, better to write in service, and persistence logic in DA. Tell me here. String message is equal to null. If cust dot get bill amount less than 10,000, message is equal to customer is economy. Customer. Economy customer. Message is equal to customer is luxury customer. Customer is luxury customer. Customer is luxury customer. Cust dot get bill amount. Customer is economy customer. Customer is luxury customer. Okay. Keep the results in model attributes. results in model attribute. Map dot put result message message. Map dot put. Okay, tell me. Form data, comma customer. I'm trying to put entire form data in, entire customer form data into customer object that I'm keeping in model attribute with the name form data. Tell me return logical view name base. Return logical view. Return show underscore result. Return show underscore result. Sir, how can you say it's performing one-way binding? Go to customer class, address Hyderabad. When I launch the form page, address Hyderabad will come into text boxes. In one-way binding that we do with HTML tags, that we do with HTML tags, Come on, guys. Okay. Only form submitted data will go to model class object. Model class object data does not come to what? Form branching boss. Okay, it's a, now listen. Go to controller. This logical view name goes to whom? Dispatchers. Dispatchers are like used to whom? View resolver. View resolver gives view object having slash webinf slash pages slash show underscore result dot JSP as what? Show underscore result dot JSP as what? Physical view component. What component, guys? Physical view component. Right. New JSP file. New JSP file. Okay. Show underscore result dot JSP. Say next. Is EL ignored is equal to false. Is EL ignored is equal to false. H1 style color colon red. Text hyphen align center. This is my result base. This is my result base. Bold result message is dollar. What is the model attribute name, guys? Here, what is the model attribute name? Result message. Result message, right? Next, I want to print form data. Form data is 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 model attribute name is form data only na. You have to give attribute names here. We have to give attribute names. We need to give the attribute names. Got it? Right click, guys. Run on server, guys. Next, guys. Finish. Next, guys. Finish. Register customer. Align is equal to center. Align is equal to center. BZ color is equal to CR. BZ color is equal to CR. Say refresh. Oh, sorry. I should write all these things where? In the table tag, not anywhere else. In the table tag. We are ready now, boss? We are ready or not, guys? We are ready or not? Customer number 1001, Raja, Hyderabad, 90,000. Raja, Hyderabad, 90,000. Click on register. 1001, Raja, Hyderabad, 90,000. Cool. What the point, my dear? CNO 1000, name Raja, Hyderabad, here is my bill. See, whatever form data that is launched, but default values are coming up, boss. Add does not come dynamically. Address does not come dynamically. Why? Because it's a HTML tags now. We designed this application using HTML tags. They support one-way binding. They support only one-way binding. I hope you are able to feel it. Added cheese jars, model, load on startup. This is my requirement. Home page and other things. Model class. If you use Lambda KPI, there is no need of generating getter setter method. Welcome.jsp, student underscore form. Here, student example, yes, nothing else. Tell me, form component names and model class property names must match or not. Otherwise, how does it know? Otherwise, Sachin, I have given address in CADD to prove that when form is launched, model class object will not come because we are using HTML tags and HTML tag supports only one-way binding. Only one-way binding. The form component names in the form page and the model class property names must be matched. Property names must be matched. Model class property name must be matched. SNO, yes name, SADD, average, resist. This is my welcome.jsp, student underscore form.jsp, method is equal to post. Show underscore result.js. Here is my controller slash student class object, it's a model class. So now, boss, okay. How to work with Spring MVC supplied JSP tag supporting. Okay. Ranjit Kumar, using Java technology, I can very fast development data binding. Ranjit, first of all, you know how to write a servlet? You and your attitude. You don't know what is absolute path and relative path, and you are saying that using servlets, I can do data binding. Super. Stay in that field only. Guys, writing form data to model class object. Are we doing that work manually or dispatcher servlet is taking care? Everyone look at the question asked by Ranjit Kumar. My dear worst fellow, if it is servlet JSP, creating object for Java bean, who should do? Servlet program, servlet manually. Who should call setter method? Who should call request.get parameter method? Everything should be done by programmer, right? Okay, in this case, are we doing those works manually? In this case, are we doing these works manually? No. Everything is automatically happening by dispatcher servlet. By just seeing one annotation, that is @model attribute. By just seeing one annotation, that is @model attribute, right? By just seeing one annotation, that is @model attribute. What do you say, guys? Convinced with me? Okay. Yeah. Updating Maven project has encountered internal error. Updating Maven project. Okay. Yeah, problem is not with your code, guys. Problem with your archetype you have taken. You have taken wrong archetype. Category Vinay Ram Gaud. You have taken wrong archetype. Try to take Maven archetype web app. That is a perfect archetype that you should take. That is a perfect archetype. Yeah. Traditional HTML tags. Traditional HTML supports only one-way binding. Only one-way binding. Supports only one-way binding. Only one-way binding. Right, boss. To overcome this problem, and to get the support for two-way binding, take the support of Spring MVC supplied JSP. Spring MVC supplied JSP tags. Yes, now was JSP tags for form page design, for designing the form page. For designing the form page. Simply for designing the form page. Right. I'll introduce Spring MVC supplied form tags, guys, in tomorrow's session. One by one. Okay. Once we got this knowledge, means we can go for mini project performing what? Code operations by involving database software. Insert, update, delete, select operation by involving database. Clear, guys? Sachin. Okay. This is a Maven related problem, if I am right. Maven related problem. Again, I am saying you have taken correct archetype. Take Maven archetype web app. All your problems will be solved. Yes, guys. Tell me here, what is this? Full stack students. You don't decide archetype correct. Still error is coming. Change the Eclipse workspace. Change the Eclipse workspace. If you feel archetype is correct, change the Eclipse workspace. Okay. Ranjit, you never show me one application output. Ranjit, first, when you got the output, first of all, tell me. To get the output, first of all, you should do practicals. To do practicals, you have to spend in front of system. Waste fellow. Any application output you sure about. I'm giving 2 minutes time. Upload screenshot of the any application you completed so far. Any application. बड़ा आ गया. Yes, boss. Spring. NTSP 715, not 715. 64. MVC May 2nd. Example application. Using traditional HTML tags. What's the biggest problem here? Only one-way data binding, two-way data binding is not happening. When form is launched, I want to get model class object, initial value, default values as the initial values of form components. As the initial values of form components, right? Thank you, guys. Ranjit Kumar, I think your 2 minutes is over. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day.